Quarantine is a term first used in the 13th century. Over the history, it has indicated the typical length of the isolation of ships from areas affected by the plague. Now, it is one of the most used words as lockdown. Does it sound familiar to you? You all know what I'm talking about. It is a forced isolation that everyone would like to forget, but unfortunately, even these days, we are about to experience it again. We still have the memory of it as an imprint. At the beginning, even to me, it all seemed something so unpredictable, like a movie where you cannot define the ending even with all the ends. In an urban society like ours, too much information stimulated global injury. This, as a consequence, has fostered our anxiety and fears. For the human being, getting rid of his relationship with others was a hard decision in order to eradicate the COVID-19. In fact, it is not by chance that the philosopher Aristotle in the 1st century said that humans as social animals have to be in contact with each other by nature. I personally felt the space between me and my friends. Hugs, kisses, and smiles were part of my life. We are Italians after all. Gestures means a word to us. Now that I can't have them anymore, I feel so lonely. This loneliness and isolation affected all of us during those 70 days in our houses. Moreover, when you have no idea of how long the problem will persist. I remember I had lost all sense of time and kept thinking that every day was Sunday. You happen to feel the same, don't you? Every day I woke up at 7 in the morning, then turned on the computer and took my lesson. After the end of the school day, I went into the kitchen and ate something, then I went back to work and studied again. Same thing in the afternoon, homework time, dinner break, study, and go to bed with the awareness that the next day wouldn't be different. I started feeling depressed and not understood by the people around me. I didn't know what to do with my mental health either. I used to do fake smiles and started trying to make other people feel happy with jokes, even when I wasn't feeling well, in order to hide the pain. I started to give up on the idea that I would no longer be happy and stop doing important activities because I knew they wouldn't go far. The biggest issue was not to stay for days at home because as an introvert, I was used to it. Instead, I started having enough of keeping on feeling the same emotions and doing the same stuff each day. Luckily, my mom came up with an idea. Bring back a table football that was in our attic to make me and my brother get over playing with our mobile phones. It may sound like a senseless venture. Actually, it was a success. It made me make the decision to do something unexpected. From that unusual moment, I realized I needed to change my life habits. I started organizing my time by writing week by week whatever I wanted to do and what will make me feel less sad. My schedule went like Monday, do homework, do workout, Tuesday, draw, listen to music, Wednesday, watch a movie, do karaoke, Thursday, to tag for yourself, and so on. My favorite day was Thursday because I had the opportunity to take a break from everything around me and start thinking about me, my philosophy, my dreams, my future, my present, and my past. And where's the best place to think? Of course, on the bed. I used to lock my bedroom's door, then jump on the bed and lay on it with the face towards the white ceiling. The first question that crossed my mind that day was, what can I do? How can I get rid of this state of boredom? Is there anything I can do not to waste these precious seconds of my life closed in an artificial box? Well, there were many options, thankfully. So, in September 2020, I took up playing the guitar as an hobby, making videos, learning about gathering, writing songs. I joined the TEDx teams of my school. I studied for an English certification, and I took part in a religion group, and last but not least, I started playing rugby. Thanks to the discovery of these new passions, now I'm full of happiness. My agenda is crowded. Now, at this point, you will probably ruminate. Okay, so, what, you're done? And no, I'm not. Beyond these changes and initiatives, one thing is still the same. The love that I have for loneliness. It may sound ridiculous, hoping for days to be back in touch with people and then still claiming to be all alone. I know, but it is the reason why I've grabbed this choice to change. Being alone can bring advantages in the human being. Positive loneliness has also been analyzed by the French philosopher Jean-Jacques Rousseau, who in his unfinished book called Reviewers of the Solitary Walker, talks about the happiness he had feeling really himself and in contact with the nature around him. He finally understood that the source of real bliss is in us. That's exactly what I've learned. I didn't have to overturn my routine, but simply revolutionize it, following my instincts. I needed to listen to what was already inside me and let it go out. When I am asked, are you introvert? I think I reached a new level. I'm a convert, which means I have made the best use of quarantine. I rediscovered new and forgotten passions. I've used this suspended time as an opportunity to experiment activities never done before. To be honest, I've appreciated this sudden freedom because I've reinvented myself. I realized that in the end, despite everything, I realized the most important connection that I have to protect is the company of myself, which I have to be proud of. What did I learn from this nightmare? I've learned the trances of time and my value. I have learned that even small decisions can shake up life and make it better. I don't want to focus on bad events. I want to throw a message of hope for those who are still confused and lost, in order to help them reclaim the reins of their future, because there is the one. Keep doing what you love, despite anything and anyone. And remember, there is always one person you can count on when you're needed: yourself.